They finally responded. So 2 days before the PKNyt Season 2 is about to arrive, the developers have published an overview of the battle balance adjustments. This update also touches on future adjustment plans, including changes to the throw break system. Now let's see what are they talking about in this update. About the battle system adjustment policy for version 2.0. In Season 1, offensive options utilizing the heat system had become somewhat formulaic, making it difficult for players to express their individual play styles. Additionally, the advantages for the attacking player during heat state were often too great, leading to one-sided match developments. With that in mind, Season 2 introduces a wide range of updates to the battle system and significant adjustments and new moves for each character based on the following three guiding principles. Number 1. Expanding strategic options with the heat system. Activating a heat provides a major advantage, but some characters could not utilize this advantage fully because they could not perform many good options from standing state. So now when any character is running after the opponent after doing a heat engager, you can hold any down direction, so you can go into crouching state when you're running up, which will allow you to go for much more stronger mix-ups for your character from a crouching state against an opponent. Additionally, some characters can now perform Heat Smash and Heat Burst from their unique stances, enhancing combo variety and mind games during neutral. And for characters who previously had limited tactical options during Heat, they have introduced new Heat exclusive moves to make their Heat state more appealing and dynamic. Number 2. Rebalancing offense and defense within the Heat system. To address overly one-sided match dynamics, they have reduced chip damage across the board during heat state, where its impact was most pronounced. Additionally, in endgame scenarios, it had become common to secure knockouts by landing chip damage via heat dash, followed by a quick finishing move, limiting creative decision making. But to improve this, we have lowered the additional chip damage when heat dash is blocked. This one is important. They have also made adjustments to how recoverable health works. Now even damage taken while grounded will leave recoverable gauge. This not only softens the offensive pressure of heat, but also makes its defensive merits more tangible, giving defending players more opportunities to recover and fight back. Moreover, heat dash has long had numerous benefits, particularly when heat used engagers with power crush properties. However, this created a gap in power between characters and often led to unbalanced mind games. And to change this, we have removed the power crush properties from most heat engagers or replaced them with another move, except in a few cases like Jack 8, Kuma, Anda, and Leo, whose unique stances retain power crush properties on their heat engagers. Number 3. Improvements in controls to bolster defensive techniques and provide more enjoyable play. So basically in Tekken 8 Season 2, now you can sidestep in advanced by inputting your sidestep input before your character could even start moving. So now you can also sidestep into the left or right direction depending on P2 or P1 side. If you're on two-player side and you have to sidestep left, then you cannot do that before in season 1, and there is a video about it that will show you much better what I mean. As you can see in this video, Jin cannot sidestep after getting hit with the low, and then Nina goes for the mid option. You cannot sidestep to the left side from P1 side, so that made it pretty hard to counter against Nina players. But on the player 2 side, when Jin tries to sidestep to the right side, so Nina's attacks will miss and you can follow up with an attack as a punish. So to address this change, to make it universal on both sides, now in season 2 you can sidestep to both directions from crouching state, so you can avoid many attacks like that. As you can see here, Jin can now sidestep to the right side even from player 1 side, and you can also do the same on the other side. And additionally, input buffering at the start of rounds have been added. So which basically means you can do the inputs in advance before the round starts, making it easier to do much more difficult moves to perform like an electric or like a giant swing. You can do the inputs in advance, and when the fight begins, you can just press the button at the end of the input to time it right, and you can do the big move right as the round starts. Additionally, in order to address issues pertaining to the large frame advantage on heat activation and the excessive strength of heat dash, the developers are working in final stages of making adjustments geared towards the re-evaluating aspects that impact the strength of offense and also focus on improvements in defense. These adjustments are scheduled to be completed by the opening of 2025 on May 9th, which means there will be further balance changes before the Tekken World Tour 2025 begins before May 9th. So look out for another update. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated. And also finally, the big changes to throws in Tekken 8. Number 1. Loosening the input window for throw breakings using 1+2. So that is a good change. This change aims to reduce instances where players fail to break throws despite successfully predicting them, particularly due to the difficulty of executing simultaneous button presses. So this means that now we can throw break the 1+2 throws easier with the more time to press the button when we see the throw coming. And number 2, increase recovery for whiffed normal throws. 1+3 and 2+4. So they have increased the recovery on whiff by 6 frames. Players will have an easier time punishing opponents who miss their throws, especially when using crouches or back dashes to evade. So now whenever your opponent does a throw and you ducked or got out of range, you have now 6 frame more time to punish that. Number 3. When a throw break is successfully performed, the thrower will recover 1 point of recoverable health. And number 4. When a throw break is successfully performed, the player that was grabbed will receive 5 points of recoverable health damage. What the hell? So this basically means that when you use a throw against your opponent, if the player breaks your throw, you will recover 1 point of recoverable health, and the opponent who got throwed and breaked it will receive 5 chip damage. But after the community feedback, they have revised this adjustment. After the initial announcement, the development team received feedback from players and reconsidered one of the proposed adjustments. It was concluded that imposing a disadvantage on the defender for executing a successful throw break would be excessive, as throw breaking is a high skill mechanic that reflects a player's practice and proficiency. Wow, that was great to hear. As such, the following spec will be scrapped in an upcoming patch. So basically they're saying that they might remove this chip damage when on throw break, but either way, whenever the opponent is throw breaking you, the one who tried to throw will still get 1 point of recoverable health, which is just barely 1 pixel of health, so that doesn't matter at all. But since the 5 points recoverable damage to breaking a throw was too much, so they are removing this most likely in the next update of season 2.01 maybe. And so that concludes the overview of the season 2 balance changes. So make sure to subscribe and look out for further videos about the next update. I will be making a lot of them, so stay tuned, make the notifications on, and see you in the next video.